Okay, recording started. Okay, so today this is a very important chapter that we're going to do. I'm going to share my screen now. Entire screen, yeah, share. So can you see my screen?
Very well, very well.
Okay, cool, excellent, thanks. So guys, today is a very important
Sorry, I
chapter
don't
called,
see it.
you don't see?
No.
Let me check. Uh, so who cannot see and who can see?
I can see the screen.
I can
So what?
see it too.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, cool. So if you cannot see, maybe it's your cell phone or it's your laptop. So please make sure that it works nicely.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we're going to do chapter 5. That is networking concept.
Yeah. Okay, I see now.
Okay, networking concept. It's a very, very, very important one. It's a kind of introduction for the next course, that is a CCNA. So any IT technician, engineer, administrator should know all of these things. So I'm going to come. I'll come here. So some people were asking where to find their grade. So if you click on course, here, you'll see because I think you notice that they change the layout. We change the layouts, and so chapter 1 is here. If you want to view chapter 1, you click here, and to do your exam, it's here. Same thing for chapter 2. To view the content, you click on launch chapter 2. When you are done reading, making your notes, your own summary, to take the exam, it's here. If you want to view your marks, you come to grade, and you'll see your mark. So here, yeah, if I see view as student, what is that? View as student, sorry, not. Yes, because you're a student, you cannot view the grade. If I click on here, yeah, so you'll see your name, and per chapter, you'll see your marks. So per chapter, you'll see your marks here. And at the end of the day, at the end of the course, you'll see course total. So if it's 50%, it means you passed. If you get more than 80%, you pass plus a letter of congratulations. It means you have this distinction. So this is how. So anytime if you have questions, just unmute yourself, tell us your name, and ask your question. So because I'm a teacher, anytime I come to your grades to check who did the exam or not. So you see here, Audrey didn't do, Audrey Mpoy didn't do, again Billy, Bilomba, Kayambe didn't do. So you see, so here I see, and the system also know. That's why I say, please do that, because Scalability need all this, plus the attendance. If someone is serious, you still continue. If someone is not serious, we remove him, because it means you're not interested. If after 2 weeks you do no chapter exam, you don't attend, it means you're showing us that you're not interested, then we remove you from the course. So please try to attend as much as you can, do all your chapter exams. And so let's go to chapter 5. That's very important. So if you have questions, just unmute yourself, tell us your name and ask your question.
Yes, yes. I want to ask a question.
Your name first, your name first.
Yes.
What's your
How
name?
do we? How it's patient?
Okay.
How do we save? How do we save the course?
No, you cannot save.
Ah,
You
okay.
cannot, yeah, you cannot save. Just read. That's why I say, please make your summary. So you see, like myself here, anytime I do something, I make my own summary.
Okay.
For example, you see, I made my introduction. You see, it means in this chapter, after reading this chapter, I should know the definition of VLAN. I should know the 5 types. You see, so that it's quicker to make a revision. You see. So it's up to you. It's up to you, but you cannot download. You cannot download. You cannot save. So, chapter 5, networking. I want you to make bigger. This guy will change everything. Introduction. It was nice. Now it's small again. How to remove this guy here? No. Okay, anyway, if you can see, it's fine. So here we learn about network component and type. So inside, let me see if I can make it bigger like that. No, plus, yeah, that's much better. Full screen. Yeah, it's this what I wanted. So in this chapter, I will not. You can read with welcome. Computer networks allow users to share resources and communicate. That's why we say networks. We can share resources, we can share WhatsApp, we can communicate via WhatsApp, and all this stuff. So you can imagine a world without emails, online newspapers, websites. Networks also allow users to share resources such as printers, applications, file, and all this stuff. This chapter provides an overview of network principles, standards. IT professional must be familiar with networking concept to meet the expectation and needs of the customer and network users. Okay, yourself, you can read this one quickly, 1 minute, and we continue. So it's very important before you start reading a chapter, you must know why you need to know that chapter. It will guide you why it's important to know this chapter. So after the introduction, you learn network component and type. So in network component and type, you will know the definition of network. What is network? Some network icons, network topology and descriptions. Then you have a small test about anything on top here. After that, we'll teach you about VLAN, what is VLAN, and all this stuff. So please take your time step by step, no rush, no one is chasing you, but at least 2 hours per day, minimum 2 hours per day to read. Me, when I was starting my CCNA, my CCNP, for example, I sleep early. I wake up at 3 a.m. I study until 6 a.m. I bath and I go to work. If you work, then if you don't have a job, you can study because this one will help you to get a very good job. I'm telling you, you can work in a call center, you can work in the IT department, desktop support, network support, security, anything, because you have a good foundation of this one. After that, you learn networking protocols, standard and services, transport layer, and all of this stuff. At least you have a nice video explaining a bit. Then you have a test. Port numbers, very important, because our laptops, they can handle emails, videos, a lot of applications. So how it works, everyone, they have their own, let's say, parking lot. You have your own road where you come in and you go out. So that road is called port number. For example, for emails, they use port number 25 or gate 25. So any emails must come in my laptop or leave, they'll use gate 25 to get in our app. Then you have a nice video to explain what is port numbers. Then we'll teach you again about a bit of wireless, the definition of wireless, how it's set up, how it works. So wireless LAN protocol with different types of name of wireless, Bluetooth, if the distance is shorter, and all this stuff. If it's longer, it has another name. And cellular networks, you have a test to make sure that you did read properly and you understand. You can do it many times. Then we have network services like DHCP. So it's like you go to a restaurant and you have a guy and the waiter. And you say, okay, guys, this is the menu. In our restaurant, we can eat fondue, you can eat ngai, you can eat chicken, you can eat Chinese, you can eat French, you can eat American, you see. So a network is like a restaurant and we have some services there. What you can find, what you can do. Something called DHCP server, this guy, it's a server or it's a big PC that will allow to assign IP addresses to all devices. In IT, any device has an IP address. It's like a human being. You have your ID to identify you. Without ID, without any IP address, you cannot communicate. So this guy will send IP addresses to everyone. DNS server, for example. Normally, when you want to view a website, you type http cisco.com. Normally, the system does not understand cisco.com. The system understands an IP address. So because it's very important, it's very difficult to memorize IP addresses, we change an IP to a name. So there is a server that will change IP to name or name to IP so that it will be easier to go to the internet. DNS server. Print server, if you want to print, if you're maybe 50 students, instead of everyone must have his own printer, we have only one printer and everyone is linked to that printer. So we have a small configuration that we do there. File server, where can we all save our data? We cannot save in Google Drive because it's a company. We cannot save in, I don't know. So there is a place where we save. So we have many things we can do in a company. We'll explain step by step. Guys, this one is extremely important. In any company, you have them. You cannot say I'm an IT and you don't know a bit of all this stuff. Extremely important. After that, so this chapter 5 is quite long. You have network devices. So we started with the introduction. It's good to read, to know why you need to do this chapter. Then network component and types, the different types of networks. What can I find in a network? The icons. Then network protocols, standard and services. Protocols is how are we going to agree to communicate? If I have a class, you speak English and I start speaking in Chinese, you can see that it doesn't work. So we must agree, guys, let's all speak in English. Guys, let us all meet Tuesday, 6 p.m. You see, in an agreement to communicate, and we call it protocols, standard and services. Then you have network devices. In a network, what type of device you can find? If you have questions, please just unmute yourself, tell us your name and explain. So now in a network, you'll find devices, PCs, printers, servers, cell phones. So we need to group them to organize them. And yeah. After that, how to connect all these devices? We need some cabling. What are the different type of cables we need to connect all your devices? So in network devices, you'll see basic network devices, a nice video explaining properly. For a device to get connected to a network, it needs a network interface card. It needs a network interface card. This is a network interface card. So when we meet at Scalabrini, I'll bring a small PC and I'll show you all this port. Without this card, you cannot connect to a network. So all PCs, all laptops, they have it. For wireless, if you want to join the Wi-Fi, you need this card. But nowadays, everything is smaller and everything is integrated. In the old days, it was these ones. You can also use the USB stick or the USB dongle, the MTN or Vodacom, to go to the internet. So network device, your network interface card, very important. Without that, you cannot access. So our cell phones, we have a Wi-Fi network card inside. It's very small inside. Then we'll check the repeater, bridge, hubs, switch, wireless access point, all of these devices. So this one is preparing us for level 2 CCNA. CCNA, we go straight to how to configure, how to troubleshoot. It's another level. We are big bosses now. We are not grade 12. We are doing a bachelor degree now. That's why we pay you a lot. You have a test, security device. So for example, for the CCNA class, this is what we'll be doing. I'm going to show you something. So we will use a device called Packet Tracer. Packet Tracer, it's a software that will allow us to practice networking like if we were in a company. So this one is for CCNA level 2. So yeah. So in networking, we have end devices and devices. We have intermediary. Sorry for my English. Huh? devices, and we have the cabling. So this is it. So when we talk about networking, we have these three components. So when you go in a company, you'll see end devices, PCs, printers. In the IT server room, you'll see intermediary devices, and you'll see the cabling. So an example of end devices, we have, you see here, we have PCs, laptops, servers, IP phones, anything that the user can touch. We call them end devices. Intermediary devices are the equipment to connect all these guys, to interconnect all of them. We have a router, we have a switch. So you see that we are preparing you for level 2. When we reach level 2, it means you know all this stuff already. Now we start doing some configurations, some labs, like if we were in a company. You can also have access point. Then for end devices to get linked to these guys, we need cabling. So in cabling, we have all these different type of cabling. We cannot use them the way you want. No. If you want to use a straight through cable, is to connect something to something. Let me check if I can find a document, CCNA2 notes. I'll go to CCNA1. CCNA1. Why not CCNA class? So you see, this is an example of network. We have end devices, and they're all connected to intermediary devices, switch router, via cabling. So 2 minutes, please read this one. What is end device? What is intermediary device in network media? You can read yourself. Okay, so all these, you'll find more info in NetAcad. So this one is part 1 of the CCNA. So you see, when we start CCNA, we jump automatically in this. And these are some example of end devices, intermediary devices, and network media. You can also have a look. Okay, so all these things, it's very important as a network technician, network engineer to know them. And now, if you want to connect cabling, here we have wide area network media, we'll do later. LAN media. In LAN, it is the cabling we use in a company. So we have 3 types: straight through cable, crossover cable. So if you want to connect a switch to a router, in fact, this course I'm giving you now, it's CCNA, so I'm just giving you an example. If you want to connect a switch to a router, you use a straight through cable. So this is where you can use this cabling. And also we have a third type of cable called a console cable. or rollover cable. When you just buy your device, your router, your switch, and you need to start a basic config, you use that cable. Okay, so where are we? Lost now again. It was here. Full screen, yeah. So guys, you have a lot to learn. It's very nice. So here in network cables and network tools, you have a nice video. Let's check that. Okay, reason for all days, huh? All days we have to build our own network cables, but nowadays we just buy them. So this one is to give you an idea. So the same content in the video, it's the same content that you have to read. You don't need to understand everything, but at least to have some ideas. Network cables, you have network tools, a video, and always cable types. We have different type of cabling. This one, it looks like for the DSTV stuff. We call it coax cable. Then we have a network cable and fiber. This is how we are. So we'll explain each of them. Coaxial cables, more info, with pair cable. This is more info, and that's why on day 1 of or 1st of July, when we meet at Scalabrini, for those who are not working or for those who want to come, it's good to come because I will show you some equipment. So we'll do some revisions, plus we'll check all this. This one, this is a RJ45 to connect to a network cable for the PCs. So on the wall or in the server room, this is how it is. So I'll try to show you all of this stuff. So please prepare your questions for 1st of July, so that when we meet, if you have questions, you ask. And okay, this one you can read a bit later. Yeah. Network devices. We'll explain what is a repeater, bridge, hubs, what a switch is, what is a wireless access point, what is a router. And you have a nice video also. Me, I like the videos. So what is it? Yeah. No. There is no video. Network device. Okay, it's just to test your understanding. So all these devices here, it's in packet tracer. We'll try to explain what a router is, what a switch is, what is all this stuff. So it means in the company, you can get laptops, PC, and have a laptop. So in a company, all the laptops and PCs, we are all connected to a switch that you cannot see. It's hidden in a server room or somewhere. We are all linked to a device called a switch. This switch also is connected to the router. You see the router here. And it's the router that will allow you to go to the internet. That router will allow you to go to the internet. So in our CCNA class, we'll do the configuration of each equipment, the security, anything a company needs to work, we configure them, we troubleshoot them. So for now, it's just some definitions, but CCNA we do. I can show you a lab for CCNA. The CCNA one, the easier one. You can have which one, for example? Maybe get this one. So these are some labs that we'll be doing in CCNA. So this is a topology or a case study. Then you have your question paper here. I will do the configs on this guy. He's trying to config. Okay. Yeah, so it's very nice. So CCNA, we config, we set up the design, like someone is starting his company, and you say you did CCNA, you're IT engineer. Okay, please help me to design my IT in my company. Because I will need some PCs and I need to go to the internet. This is what I know. I'm hiring you, I'm paying you, so you know that you will need all this stuff. You'll need end devices for people to touch them. And all these devices will get connected to router and switches, then to go to the internet. So this is something we'll be doing in CCNA. Also, we will also do something called configuration, network, no, that's not this one. Physical mode, let me check this guy. Yeah, so this is also a physical mode stuff. So you can bring a PC from the shelf to your table. You can bring a switch here. You see, you can bring so anything you want to bring. For example, if we ask you to do this design on the left side, you need a switch. You see my switch. You can zoom in. And you have a PC. You need to connect the PC to a switch. Now, to connect a PC to a switch, you go back to your table here. What is it? No, this one for CCNA 2, CCNA 1. To connect a switch to a PC, you see my switch, the icons. If you see something like that, it's a switch. If you see something around like that, it's a router. I need a straight cable. Then you come. If you hover here, straight cable. You click on it. They say F06. You check. Okay, this is port number 6. This is port number 6. You click on it. You come here. You click here, and you power on your PC. You see. This is a small topology that you configured. So we'll do something more interesting, more difficult. We'll break some stuff. We'll try to fix according to a question paper. So it's very nice. So this chapter is an introduction of Always stuff. Okay, I think I'm done for today. On on Thursday, we'll continue with chapter 6. And on Monday the 1st, we'll go through it again and to do some revisions. I'll bring some equipment. We'll try to check. So please, this one is about introduction to networking. Please read the introduction, why you need to do this chapter. After that, in a network, what are the different types of networks we have? So normally it depends on, so if it's if it's a building or a class, we call it a LAN. We call it, okay, first thing first, we want to show you the icons. If you see this, it's a computer, laptop, server, printer, you see. So you should get familiar to these icons. Then intermediary devices, like I explained to you. We have a switch, router, and we'll try to explain. It's very nice, well designed. Take your time. Network media that I explained to you also. You see. And different type of network. We have a PAN, personal area network, and we explain. You have a video, you have an image. You can click next. A LAN in a company or in a classroom, the network we have is called a local area network or a LAN. We see the definition. You click next. VLAN, virtual LAN. Wireless LAN. We explain and we have a picture on your left side. And each type of networks is explained with a picture. The most used is VPN. You work from home and you want to access some resources in your company. We have a wide area network. You're in Cape Town, and let's say Standard Bank Cape Town, and it's connected to Standard Bank Pretoria. You see, a wide area network. To link Cape Town to Pretoria, it's very big area. That's why it's a wide area network. If it's a campus, CPUT, the big campus, we call it metro, or Cape Town only, we call it metropolitan or SCT, you see. So always, you should know them as a network technician. LAN is the most used because in a classroom, it's a LAN. In a company, it's a LAN, local area network. You see, IT department, school, or company. After that, you test your knowledge. What is a man? What, and you check. And now we're going to explain one by one. What is a VLAN? We show some path. All these configs we'll do in CCNA. So here we just show you how to do. I'll try to explain again on Monday the 1st. So how to connect them? You have many, you have fiber. Yeah, so take your time, organize yourself, 2 hours per day, read. If you find something, if you think that something is very important to you, you make your own summary, your own notes, you test your knowledge, and understand. So introduction, network component and types, network standard and services, network devices, and the cabling. If you know the different type of cables you need in a company, which one you use to connect which device, and in your network, what kind of service you can offer, like Scalabrini, what do we offer? Assistance to refugee, some training like what we do, employment, English, women department, you see, and some service. So it's very nice. If when you read, if you have questions, please ask in the group, and we will all help each other. Any questions so far, guys? Any questions? Any questions? So if I ask you what a network is, what are you going to say? A network. Yes, I can see someone hands up. Mutwali. Patient.
Yeah, I wanted to. I didn't get it well how to download the notes.
Which note?
What we are reading.
Here. So first thing first, you go to netacademy.com. Netacademy.com.
Thank you.
And when you're here, you press enter.
Okay.
And you'll see this page. Now
Yes.
you need to log on. You see on top here, login. Then you select login here.
Okay.
Okay. So when you click on it, it's going to ask you for your email.
Yes.
Guys, you send me emails now. These emails you send us to register you. It's what I use to send you the link for the Google Meet.
Okay.
So all these emails, I use them. So if you don't receive it, means you send us a wrong email address. So please make sure the email address you send to us is correct. Because you see here, if I go to Google here, sent to sent. Okay, I sent to the group. Anyway, so what I did, I copy all your emails and I sent the link to get connected. So when you're here, it's going to ask you, okay, let me log out. Then you'll enter your email address.
Yes.
After that, it's going to ask you for a password. And that password is when I register you to the class, you receive an email to create your password. And you enter that password. So you enter your email. Then you click next. Okay. See, this is my email address. You can remember me. You click login. And it's going to ask you for your password sometimes. You enter your password and you'll see your course here. This is your course. ITE 2024 Class 2 LNE Scalabrini. And to start, you click on launch course. And you'll see all your courses down here. Chapter 1, if you want to read chapter 1, you click on launch chapter 1. And when you are done, you need to do your exam. You click here, chapter 1 exam, and you do your exam. So when you click on it, you'll see on your right side, take assessment. And you click on take assessment, and you'll see your questions will be there. When you finish, you click on submit. When you finish clicking on submit, any exam you do, you'll see your results here. On your left side, you see grade. You click on grade, and you'll see all your marks.
Everything there.
Yeah. If you didn't do well and you want to retake, you send me an email. Mr. Max, I did chapter 1. I didn't do well. Please, can you reactivate for me? And I'll do it for you. I reactivate only once per exam, not twice. If you see certification checkpoints, you can skip it. You can use it later for revisions. So when we finish everything and you prepare for your final exam, you can, but if you want, you can do them. But for now, we do chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. we skip the certification checkpoint for now. If you want to do them, you're free to do, but it's not important for now. You can do them when you prepare your revision, you do revisions.
Okay.
So yeah, this is it. Anytime if you read, you have questions, please paste in the group, we'll help you. So chapter 5 is networking concept. And in chapter 6 on Thursday, we'll continue with networking. This time, how to do some basic configurations. I can also ask you some questions. Anytime we meet as Calabrini, I need to test your knowledge to check if really you study. It's not to blame you, no. I can ask you, for example, what are the different of what types of cables do you know? Or what is the difference between an end device and an intermediary device? End device are the equipment we use as we touch, we use. Intermediary devices always want to join. Who want to join now? Now that we finished. Mr. Aaron Kasongo, question.
Hi, Mr. Marks. Thank you so much for taking my question. I just want to know, is this meeting recorded on your YouTube channel?
Yes. So it's recorded, and after that, I put it in that YouTube channel, YouTube and /Learn Networking Academy.
Is it possible to maybe to share the link so that we can have access on it, just to review the session, if possible?
Okay. So at the end, I will do so. So for example, for chapter 3 and 4 is here. You can read. You can watch. I like reading so much. You can watch. So I'll paste the link in the group when I upload. Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Any other questions, guys? Again, I'm repeating myself. You're all here to learn. In case you don't understand something, you have a question, paste in the group, and we will all help you. So if no questions, then I can see Mr. George Mugu Hassan. Yes.
Yes, good evening, sir. I'm really sorry, my apologies. I was waiting for the link, so I was just caught in reading. I was studying chapter 5. So I'm just checking the message now, seeing you guys are online.
Yeah. And also, please check your email. I do send the link via emails.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because
I'll do so.
Yeah, I have all your emails here. So before we start the meeting, I'll send you the link to join.
Okay. All right.
I'll tell you, hi guys, please check your emails. The meeting. Oh, sorry?
No, I was checking on the WhatsApp, so I will also check on the email to see if it is there, then I can join.
Yeah. So 20 minutes before 20 to 6, I'll send the invite and I'll notify you. Hi guys, please check your email. The link to join is there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome. So please confirm, double check your email address that you sent to us. This is what we have.
Hello, Mr. Max.
Yes.
I just checked my emails now, and I see no emails from you. So I don't know what is happening. Still, there's no email.
Maybe we had some delays. So I will send maybe half an hour before we start, so that if someone has a delay, you can see. Okay.
Thank you.
Because all your emails that you send to Scholar. Any other questions, guys, before we end the session? Okay, so we'll meet again on Thursday, same time, Thursday the 27th. We'll do chapter 6. Then 1st of July, if you're working, please go to work. If you're not working, please come. Or if you're working and you want to come, please feel free to come. We'll do revisions, chapter 5 and 6. I'll show you some equipment. You can ask questions. And yeah. Please be on time. If you say 9, it's 9. And we finish at 10 or latest 10:30. After that, teaching the class will come to also have a class. So 9 is 9. We finish 10:30, we stop everything. Thank you very much, dear students. I can see that you study well. Huh? I'm very happy. I'm very proud. Only few people they didn't do the stuff, but and you are doing quite well. I'm very happy. Congratulations. Huh?
Thank you, Mr. Mike.
Okay, have a good evening. See you on Thursday. See you on Thursday.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you,
Have a
Mr. Max.
nice
Have a blessed
day.
evening.
Nice
Bye.
evening.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Sister